Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to talk about smartphone photography, and I'm going to show you how you can create some amazing quality images with your smartphone. And right now, as we all are stuck at home, so this is the best time to learn and try new things. And that's why I started doing flatlays and posted 3 posts on Instagram, and you guys really loved it. And one day I thought if I can click one flat lay of my gears with my smartphone, and the picture turns out really good, so I posted it on my Instagram, and you guys really loved that shots. And after posting these images, so many of you guys asked me about what kind of lighting I have used, how I edit these images to get this type of color tones, how you can also get this type of dynamic shots with your smartphone. So I thought, let's make a video about it and let's show you guys the full process. So from how I arrange my objects in the frame, then what kind of lights I used, and also the editing part. And in this video I'm going to show you the whole process. So this video might get a bit lengthy. I hope you guys will enjoy it. So let's get started. Now the first and most important part is arrangement, and here I am using a black paper for background to give a dark vibe to it. As we are talking about flat lays, the most important thing is how you place all the objects in the frame, and this is going to be a flat lay of my gears. Now I am shooting this video with my Nikon D750, so here is my another camera. It's giving proxy for the 750 in the frame, and here is my lens. It's Tamron 24-70 G2, and we can also use the shotgun mic in the frame. So let's open up the dead cat. Yeah, it's kind of looking okay. Here is my another lens. It's 85mm 1.8, and I'm using 35mm to shoot this overhead video. So here is my 18-55mm is giving proxy for the 35 in the frame, and I'm going to use this kind of arrangement because it's completely filling up the frame, drawing attention to the main camera. And yeah, we can also add some little things like some SD cards. Yeah, so we are done with the arrangements. Number 2, device. Now for this shoot I am going to use my Poco X2, and it has 64 megapixel Sony sensor, which is really good, and it can shoot RAW, so it can take a lots of data in the RAW file. So it's very easy to tweak these images in post processing. And now let me tell you one thing, nowadays every smartphone comes with a great camera. So which smartphone you are using, that's not a big deal. Now let's talk about the lights I have used in this shoot. So this is the look we want, and if I zoom back a little bit, yeah, now you can see the light setup I have used. The right one is my table lamp, and I am using it as a key light, and it also giving a cool tone to it. And the left one is a simple bedside lamp, and it has a warm tone to it. So this is all about the light setup. So now let's start the shoot, and let's open up the camera and let's go to the pro mode. Yeah, the pro mode is basically the manual mode for the camera. And now let's use the wide angle lens. Wide angle is the primary lens actually here, and let's set the shutter a bit. First of all, let's turn on the RAW and let's change the aspect ratio. Yeah, I'm using here 3:5 because I'm basically shooting it for Instagram, and Instagram has that 4:5 or 2:3 aspect ratio. So the 3:4 will be the closest one. And let's click some images, and as you can see, the key light and the fill light is working perfectly. So let's play with the shutter. If I increase it, the light gets darker, and if I decrease the shutter, the light gets brighter. So use the shutter according the look you want. And I'm using a bit zoom because if I go close enough with the mobile camera, it will distort the frame. So I'm using a digital zoom in. So let's see how the images turns out. Yeah, okay, let's shoot some another ones with see if I go close, it will distort the image. So let's click the image like this, or I can zoom a little bit, and as you can see I am shooting on RAW, so I can crop and I have lots of data to play with in post processing. So yeah, just click some frames, and as you can see already the fill light and the key light is giving the contrast perfectly. So let's go to the gallery and let's see the images. Yeah, okay, and the detail is, yeah, the detail is perfect. Yeah, we have perfect details in the images, so I think it's pretty good. Okay, so our flat lay is done, and now let's just shoot some close-ups of the lens, camera and some other things. And for this shoot also I'm going to stick with the wide angle lens because it's the primary lens and it has the aperture of 1.7, so it's going to give me the depth I want in the shots. Now if I turn on the macro lens, you can see I can get some really close up of the lens and the things I want. So I am here using the macro lens, and now let's turn on the wide lens, and now I'm on the wide lens. So yeah, I can just experiment with the frames here because we are taking close-ups. So, and as you can see our lights is working perfectly. So now let's take a close-up of the 85mm, and again let's play with the shutter a bit. Yeah, we want that dynamic look here, so let's make it a bit close, and let's use the macro lens to get the closest shot possible. So here is the dramatic shot of 85mm. Okay, so we are done with the shoot, and now let's edit those images and let's see the final results. So now let's import those images in Lightroom and let's start editing. And I know this video is already a bit lengthy, so I'm not going to show you the full editing workflow because that's gonna take a lot of time. So I'm kind of going to show you the steps, basically a breakdown basically. So this is the image, and let's crop it in a little bit because this is a flat lay and we want a compact frame. So I think yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. Let's just throw a preset on it. Okay, so this is a preset from my camera flat lay preset pack. So yeah, and I'm pretty much satisfied with the output. So let's just turn them off and let's show you what I have done, the steps basically. So here is all the basic adjustments I have done. So I have played with the temperature and tint a little bit, and I have increased the exposure and the contrast a little bit because we need contrast in this image because everything is kind of black, so we need the contrast between the shadow and highlight. And I have increased the shadow for the better details and also the clarity. So we are done with the basics, and now let's turn on the tone curve. So as you can see, I have created a kind of S curve to give it more contrast and also added some fade in the shadows. So now let's see what I've done in the HSL, and as you can see this image has some green tint to it, so we need to fix that in saturation. So let's turn it on, and as you can see I have removed all the greens and played with a little bit of hue, and as you can see the image without the green tints is looking pretty much good actually. So now let's turn on the split tone, and in this image split tone is basically very important because we are doing the split tone with the cool and warm tone. So let's turn it on, and as you can see, I have filled the shadow with bluish tone and I have filled the highlights with warm tone. So as you can see, the image is looking pretty good actually right now, just with the use of split tone. And the image is captured on mobile, so it has noise, so much of noise. So we need to remove that in detail. So I have removed noise and some color noise also. And as you can see, the image is a bit distorted, so we need to fix that in lens correction. So just turn it on, and as you can see, the image is fixed. I have used +4. So we have not done anything in transformation, effects, no, I haven't used it. And in calibration, I have given the final touch in the color. So if I turn it on, you can see the difference. Yeah, it's a very subtle difference, but if you see the blues, you can see the difference actually. Yeah, got the difference? Yeah, I have played with a bit blue primary. So that's pretty much all for this image. And as you can see, if I show you the before and after, yeah, I think the image is looking pretty good. So yeah, this is the final result. So this is the final result. And if I show you another images, okay, now let's talk about this image. I'm not going to show you every images, so let's end it here. You have seen all the editing parts in the first one, and let's talk about framing. Now as you can see in this image, there is a pretty big distortion going on in this image, and the lens is looking horrible. Yeah, the lens is looking horrible, but the 85mm is loud, so we need to fix the image. So let's use the crop tool. So we need to do some experiments. Now let's do something like that. Yeah, I think it's going to look better. Yeah, I think this frame is looking better. Okay, now let's not crop it all. Yeah, now this frame is looking good. Yeah, I love it. So let's throw a preset on it. Yeah, so now this image is looking really good. I really loved it. And now if I'm not going in any kind of breakdown for this image, because the tone is pretty much same, and I have made these 3 presets for my all flatlays. Okay, so now we are done with the post processing, and here is the final result, and I'm pretty much happy with the image. So this is all for today's video. I hope this video will help you or guide you to create better content with your smartphones. And if you guys want the preset packs, please let me know in the comment section below. I will make them available for your download as soon as possible. And also, if you guys have any question or suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see more contents like this, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. And see you guys in the next one. Till then, tada.